Hi, today I want to talk to you about one of the earliest phonological awareness skills to develop in young children, and that is rhyming. Now, rhyming comes naturally to most, but when I need to explain it explicitly, I say two words rhyme when they have the same middle and ending sound. Now, like other phonological awareness skills, rhyming moves from noticing to doing. So the best way to start developing this skill in your child is to read nursery rhymes and other poems and stories that rhyme and songs. So I have some to suggest that you can check out from your local CALS library. We have good old Mother Goose, of course. Another one I would suggest is Three Little Kittens and Other Favorite Nursery Rhymes, selected and illustrated by Tony Ross. This is a really good selection and very cute illustrations. And then another one I would suggest is We Rhymes, Baby's First Poetry Book by Jane Yolen. All right. Now, as far as songs go, rhyming songs, the ones we grew up with are great. You can find lots online, or you can come to a CALS library and check out, for example, Ella Jenkins' 1, 2, 3s and ABCs, or Songs for Singing and Sharing. Okay, we have lots of CDs and DVDs that are educational and have rhyming songs in them. So, of course, I suggest doing that. Now, at a certain point, it would be good to move on to some books or stories where your child can predict what the rhyming word is going to be, okay? And a good scaffold for that is to pick books with rhyming words that they know. For example, In Bear Sees Colors, and this is by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. Most young children either know their colors or they're learning them. So it's going to make it easier for them to predict what the rhyming word is. For example, Badger's at the pond with his old galoshes on. Look there, Badger bellows, and the bear sees yellow. So this is going to give them at least some degree of success and also helps them understand the concept. And similarly, I would recommend a book like I Ain't Gonna Paint No More by Karen Beaumont. Now this one actually, the rhyming words that they would predict are not colors, but they're body parts. And that's another thing that most young children are familiar with and have been taught. So for example, so I take some red and I paint my head. And the whole book's like that. So they get the idea of what type of word is going to rhyme. Okay, another fun activity that I really like is I Spy. And you can do that just with things in your environment. I spy something that rhymes with bar. Or you can make one of these fun little I Spy containers. What you need is a plastic container, some little objects, small toys, little things, seashell, whatever. And then you can either do rice or sand. In this case, I actually made my own craft sand with salt and food coloring. And you can do that. You just put salt in a Ziploc bag with a few drops of food coloring and smush it up, put it on a sheet pan, let it air out, or you can bake it if you're in a hurry, 350, about 10 minutes, let it cool, and you're ready to go. And the way you can play that is I spy something that rhymes with truck. And your child can shake and look at all the different things to their heart's content until they say, oh, there's a duck. Okay, really like that one. So you're going to want to super glue the lid on so that you don't have a big mess on your hands, but I think that one's really good. Another activity, and this kind of ups the ante, it's a little more difficult, is rhyming ping pong. And you can just start with any word you like, or you can like have some of those little toys and objects in a bag, or maybe picture cards in a bag, and you pull one out. Ooh, what's it gonna be? And I pulled out a cat. Okay, so we've got to come up with rhyming words back and forth. Cat, hat, fat, mat. Okay, there's lots. Okay, and you just keep going, and if your child says jat, that's fine, that's great. It does not matter that that's not a real word. That's not the point. The point is they're learning to manipulate sounds. Okay, so the way this translates into literacy success, so for reading and writing, someday when they have learned that there are letters that represent these sounds, okay, and they know how to spell cat, and they know that bat rhymes with cat, it has the same middle and ending sound, all they have to think of is, so what makes that initial sound? What makes the first sound? Okay, and that's a really simplified way of looking at it. Those are very simple, CVC words, consonant, vowel, consonant, but it's applicable for more difficult spellings. Okay, so like with other phonological awareness skills, the focus is on the similarities and differences of sounds, and that is a skill that is woven into all of phonological awareness. So we will talk about another phonological awareness skill in a future video. So until then, I'll see you later.